Now, success looks very different for everybody, okay? Do you hate Mondays? Now, I ask this question simply because there's a lot of people out there that when it's Monday, they just hate the day, the word Monday. But when it's Friday, oh my God, it's like heaven just rain upon all of us. So in this video, I'm gonna briefly share with you all why most men, as a matter of fact, hate Mondays. So stay tuned for that. All right, awesome, everybody. Thank you once again, by the way, for coming back to our channel. This is my channel, Through Failure and Success. That is the purpose of the name, the video, that the content that we create here on this channel, to give you that message. Because just like you and I, we all have made failures in life. We have all been through something, and then we learn from that so that we can become better. Now, success looks different, and it looks very different for everybody, okay? Success doesn't mean that you're always gonna have fame, you're gonna have money, that you're gonna have this glamorous life. That's not what success looks like. Success is very different for everybody. And so, but today's video, I wanna share with you why most men hate Mondays. Now, let me be clear. The reason why I decided to make this message for men, for you, the one watching this video, is because I have something to relate. I have a message. I have something that I went through my own personal life that I want to share with you all. Now, I could have said, hey, why most people, why everybody hates Mondays, but to be honest, I have a message. I have something that I learned when that used to be me, that I hated Mondays. I just couldn't stand the fact that it was Sunday evening and the next day it was Monday. So in this video, I'm gonna talk to you about that. But by the way, before I get into that, I only have one request only. And that request is that if you haven't subscribed to the channel, if you don't know who we are, give us the opportunity. Subscribe to the channel, share this video with anybody that you think might find value in this video. Give it a like, share with anybody, become a subscriber, because I promise you, every week we put out content that I personally believe you will get value out of it. So now with that being said, let's dive into it. Do you hate Mondays? And that's literally a question that I have to ask you. You know, do you hate Mondays? Again, this message is related for men out there, okay? Because I have this message that I want to give out to you. I have this thing in my head because that used to be me. That used to be me hating Mondays. When it was Friday, that was the day for us to go party it up. I was in the military, as you already know. I was in the Marine Corps. I served 5 years in North Carolina, and let me tell you, I made a lot of mistakes when I was in the Marine Corps. Okay, I didn't have the perfect career. Let me tell you that right now. Just like anybody else has made mistakes in life, I made my own mistakes in life, and I learned from those mistakes. Okay, and that's why I'm here to give you my mistakes. Okay, so that therefore you can avoid those mistakes and be a better person faster than I ever was when I was younger. But when I was in the Marine Corps, I remember that Fridays, man, those were the days. Those were the days for us to go party it up, go drink, go to the club. We used to have this little bar that it was called El Rincón. Okay, that was the corner. That's what it means in Spanish, El Rincón. And it's outside of the base in Cherry Point, North Carolina. It's a little tiny bar, and all they played there was nothing but Spanish music, okay? And I'm talking about salsa, reggaeton, bachata, you name it. That was the spot to go. That was the place for us to go. We drive from base in my car. I had a car back then. We would drive out to the base. We would walk through the base maybe about 5 miles, go out through the city, and then two miles after getting out the base, the Rincon was there, the place, the corner. And this is the place where a lot of Marines, a lot of us, it was filled with devil dogs, okay? A lot of young Marines would go. We go out drinking, we go out party, talking to girls, whatever that looked like, okay? And then we would stay there till 3, 4, 5 in the morning. That was our Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Mondays, we would go all wasted, okay, back to work. That, think about that. We would go wasted back to work on Mondays, which is why we hated Mondays, which is why I hated Mondays. I was not prepared. So that is the reason why do people hate Mondays, okay? Most people are not prepared, and that is the bottom line, okay? Most men, when they get into Mondays, they don't know what the week is going to look like. They don't know what they have planned out for Monday or Tuesday. Now you could say, A funny story of it is, if you hate Mondays, so then you take Mondays off, guess what? You're going to go back to work Tuesdays. But then eventually, if you're not prepared, you're going to start hating Tuesdays. So it's really not about the day. I don't believe that the day has nothing to do with it. I personally believe that most men are not prepared to get into the battlefield. You're not prepared when Monday comes around. When Sunday, as a matter of fact, comes around, you're not prepared to get into the battlefield. And that's the reality of it. That is a hard reality that I had to swallow for myself when I realized that, why is it that I hate Mondays? What has Mondays done to me that I don't like Mondays? Well, it had nothing to do with the day. It was me. I was not prepared. Okay. As I just told you the story, I was probably still drunk heading into work, and I was just not ready to get into the battlefield. And when I say battlefield, I'm talking about, guns and shootings. I'm talking about life. Life is a battlefield. Okay. Life is a battlefield that you must learn to deal with. And if you're not prepared, guess what? You're gonna hate Mondays. You're not gonna be really conscious when you are getting into the day. So, can you train your mind to love something that you used to hate? Okay, that is a fair question that I think we should ask ourselves. Can we train our minds as men and women? In this case, men, can we train our minds to love something that we used to hate? The question is simply yes. Okay, I talk about this all the time. It's about the state that you're in. Okay, if you're in a crappy state, you're gonna get crappy results. If you're in a beautiful state, you're gonna get beautiful results. Now, this isn't about positive thinking. By the way, I don't believe in the positive thinking BS. None of that stuff. This is true. This is hard work of training your brain to get in a beautiful state. Okay, there's no instant gratification where I say today, I'm in a beautiful state, I'm in a beautiful state, I'm in a beautiful state, and I'm in a beautiful state, and then all of a sudden I'm in a beautiful state. That's not the way it works. Okay, that's not the way it works. But the more I say it, the more I do it, just like when I go to the gym and then I start flexing, okay, my muscles start growing, okay? But they're not just gonna grow from one day to another. They're gonna have to be repeated. They're gonna have to go through the struggles. They're gonna have to go through the pain, okay? Because pain is weakness leaving the body. That is a very cool quote. Very cool quote, by the way, that we have in the Marine Corps. Pain is weakness leaving the body. Okay? Physical pain, mental pain. So can you train your brain to love something that you used to hate? Absolutely. I'm a proof of it. That's why I'm sharing this video with you. I used to hate Mondays. Now I love Mondays because I know what I'm getting into for the week for Mondays. Now, am I saying that I have my week, perfectly laid out? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Can I do better? Absolutely. Absolutely, I can do better. The thing that makes me know that I know is the fact that I'm aware. And I'm sure that if you as well become more aware that you can be better, that you can do better, that how your week is going to look like, the first week is not going to look perfect. It's not going to look beautiful. It's going to look like a mess. And that is okay. But that is you're in a better place than you were before, because before it was I hate Mondays. Now I'm trying to get my week prepared. I'm getting my week prepared. But it looks like a freaking mess. But that's okay. You're in a better place than you used to be, because before you were not prepared. Now you're preparing yourself. Okay, so now that you know that you prepare and you train your brain to love something that you used to hate, okay? You have to consciously reprogram your brain to love Mondays, okay? And this is something that, think about this. When we were a kid, okay, we grew up doing something. Our parents taught us to be a certain way. Our parents taught us to speak a certain way. We were trained to be that way. Okay, we were trained to be raised a certain way. Now, we learn to do something now, but you can also unlearn. You can learn to unlearn what you learn. Get rid of the crap. Get rid of what doesn't serve you anymore. And then you can grab new skills, bring them into your life, and learn from those. Okay, we can do that. We can reprogram our brain. Okay, created the computer. All this technology that you see around the world everything, the buildings, the computers, the iPhones, the airplanes, the you know, everything that we have on earth, it was created because it was in somebody else's brain and they brought it to existence. So can we reprogram our brain to love Mondays? Absolutely. I realized that Mondays is what separate those who are winning in life versus those who are losing in life. Let me repeat that again. I realized myself, okay, that Mondays is what separates the winners from the losers, the ones that are winning in life versus the ones that are not winning in life. Why? Because you're complaining about, you know, how much you hate Mondays. And guess what? The more that you say that, the more that you're going to hate Mondays. Okay? So you have to go through that. You have to make sure that you reprogram your brain and understand that this is what's going to separate the winners from the losers. It's going to separate you becoming a winner in life as a man. Okay? Can you see where you need to improve? This is an area of opportunity, right? This is what I like to call it. Okay. Most people call it weaknesses, your weaknesses. Okay. I don't really like to use that word for me personally because I don't believe that I'm weak. I believe that I can be better. Okay. I believe that there's areas where I can be better. So can you spot an area where you can become better? You know, those, what I call them, the opportunities area, those are areas that you're going to have to spot them, okay, as you go. The more that you know is when you're going to become conscious, okay? You're going to become conscious of making the adjustments. What can I do better? What do I need to do to improve, to get better? Now, the word improve, I have it up here. The word improve, it means to develop or increase in mental capacity by education or experience, okay? Or make something or become better at something. That's what the word improve means, all right? So now the last one, can you expose your patterns? Can you expose your patterns and change them? Now, these are patterns, okay? Can you expose, and I like to call them pattern interruption, okay? A pattern interruption is it's the way you alter a person's mental or emotional behavior, okay? When you're talking to somebody and you're having a great conversation, and this person, you know, you're sitting down and both of you are having a really good conversation, and then all of a sudden this individual gets up and starts dancing out of nowhere, you're gonna be like, what in the world, what's going on? That's called a pattern interruption. You interrupt the pattern, okay? Whether it's a good or bad, you want it to be good, okay? But pattern interruptions is what you're gonna need in order for you to start becoming better, knowing that you can actually love Mondays. How do you do that? By exposing the areas of opportunities that you know. How do I expose the areas of opportunities that I know that I can be better? Well, I need to know what area I'm stuck at, okay, and what can I do? Not how, but what can I do to be better at this, and just keep going at it. As I was saying at the beginning, it's not going to be from one day to another. This is not instant gratification. This is hard work that is going to take for you as a man to be someone that is ready to get into the battlefield and is ready to go. You're going to tackle the Mondays, you know, as a champion, as someone champion that you are, someone that's going to step in for yourself, your family, your legacy, your kids, your children, your wife, someone better in life that people are going to look at you, you know, 3 to 6 months from today, and they're going to say, what happened to you? You look very different. You know, what's gotten into you? That is when you know you have transformation. It's not that you transform, right, into you know, someone that you know, it's just you know, dresses differently. Well, that can be, but you are someone different. Okay, you speak different, you think differently, you approach people differently. Yes, you dress better. You know, your habits are better. That is the transformation. Would you be making mistakes in life? Absolutely. You're still going to make mistakes. But now you know you have the skill to catch yourself, to spot those areas of opportunity where you can become better. Okay? How you show up on Mondays is a reflection of how you show up in life. Let me repeat that again. How you show up on Mondays is a reflection of how you show up in life. If you show up Well, yeah, just I'm here Monday. Yeah, same old, same old. Just another day, another dollar. I can't wait till it's Friday. Is it Friday yet? Is it Wednesday yet? Okay, I mean that's how you're showing up on Mondays. Is that how you want to show up in life? And I mean, I hope that this message makes you uncomfortable, because that is my whole purpose of making you uncomfortable, because that is what I had to go through. That is what I put myself into every time that I know that I can be better at something. Okay, I have to get uncomfortable so that therefore I can be better. Okay, but how you show up in life on Mondays is how you show up in life. Period. That is it. That is how you show up on Mondays. And I'm gonna leave you with this. I don't know who said this phrase, but I just love it. I think it's a wonderful quote. The way you do anything, it's the way you do everything. How I do anything is how I do everything. Okay? If I show up, it's Monday. It's gonna be, it's Tuesday, it's Thursday, it's Friday. Yay, it's Friday. Okay? What kind of man am I? What kind of man am I being for my family, for my kids, okay? That I have to take care of, that I have to feed, okay? A mortgage, a house that I have to pay, a building that I have to cover. And I'm showing up like that. So the way you do anything, it's the way you do everything. Always remember that. That is one phrase that I want to leave you with, because that is a wonderful phrase that I don't know who said it, but when I heard it years ago for the first time, almost about 6 years ago, I said, this is wonderful. And it took me a while for me to realize what it really meant. The way I do anything is the way I do everything. The way I do anything is the way I do everything. So literally, I said that to myself over and over and over until I was spotting myself. I was working, and this is years ago. I was doing a task, and all of a sudden, I'm catching myself just kind of want to half-ass it, leave it, not do such a good job. And then the phrase came to my head: the way I do anything is the way I do everything. Got it. I broke it all apart and I put it back together away. Again, I stepped back. Can it be better? Oh, sure. Absolutely. I took care of it. Okay. So that is when you know you have transformation. Okay. You're going to spot yourself doing things that you didn't realize you were doing before, and you were just doing it unconsciously. Now that you're conscious, your brain's going to send you that. It's going to trigger that message that says, hey, the way I do anything is the way I do everything. Are you sure this is the way you want to do it? No, you know what? Actually, let me go back and take care of it the way it's supposed to be. That is a wonderful phrase that I want to leave you with. Again, always remember, how you show up on Mondays is how you're going to show up in life. Do you hate Mondays? For you men, okay? Because if you're that kind of a man that says, oh my God, it's Friday. Yes, it's Friday. Okay? Now imagine how you sound to other people that are ready for life. They're stepping into the battle. Here we are, ready to get into the battlefield, and we say, we love Mondays. Mondays has nothing to do with anything. I'm prepared to get into the battlefield. I'm prepared to get into the battlefield of life so that I can tackle anything that comes my way. Am I always going to win? Absolutely not. But I know that I'm going to defeat it next time it comes face to face in front of me. Okay? So always remember that. For those of you men that are saying, yay, it's Friday. Okay? Remember, how you show up in life is how you show up. How you show up on Mondays is how you show up on life. So I want to leave you with that. I hope that message made you uncomfortable for you, man, because that was my sole purpose of making this video. But with that being said, today's message was for men that are part of our channel, and I just want to give you that message simply because I went through that myself. I went through that. I made my mistakes. I'm nobody perfect in life. I made so many mistakes that if I tell you about it, you would not believe why I'm still here sharing this content with you. But I have a message, and that message, I want to relate it to you. And this message was for my men out there, hoping that you find some value in it. And if you think that anybody in life, okay, in your circle or anybody within your circle of influence may need this message, one request again, feel free to like the video and share it with anybody that you think is going to find value in the video, because I believe that I said a word, okay? I spoke a word that person is going to hear it and is going to catch in themselves guess what? That person's going to become a better father. It's going to become a better husband, a better brother, a better son to their parents. So feel free to do that. With that being said, the name of our channel is True Failure and Success. Thank you so much for watching again, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.